Please like, comment, and subscribe.
Once upon a time, someone became the first to begin a story with the phrase, "once upon a time." The idea was generated by a metaphysical idea machine in the 1300s. Then it floated into the brain of a talented storyteller who happened to be tuned to the right frequency. After the introduction of this introduction, it became all the rage and was used at the outset of myriad stories ever since. The existence of this metaphysical idea machine is not well known. But it's about time that the cat was let out of the bag, because a crisis has developed that threatens the very existence of creativity. A demonic ideologue installed tyrannical software in the damn thing, so now every idea gets processed through a cult-like dogma, disguising itself as social justice, though it's really about acquiring and maintaining power. What a foolish preoccupation. Only a few ideas were getting suppressed at first, usually under the auspices that they were dangerous, and might make people within protected groups feel unsafe, even though there was scant evidence of any real violence against these privileged minorities. Someone simply saying they felt unsafe was enough to stop edgy ideas or comedic material from being generated. Can you imagine satire being subjected to such hyperbolic hysteria? Even in a land that had previously been known as the most creative place on Earth, good ideas were blocked, and the machine began generating bad ideas instead. A foolish notion took hold that quotas must be met before projects could be greenlit or awards could be given. Stories needed to be examined by a diversity, equity, and inclusion department to make sure they checked all the right boxes. Old ideas were pulled off the shelves, dusted off, then reimagined, desperately trying to apply retroactive equity, making sure that the new morality generated by the machine was wedged into new versions of old stories, beating audiences over the head with social justice messaging, as if the machine could engineer human behavior. This may have worked on the weak-minded, but in their efforts to offend no one, they often failed to entertain anyone. Then something miraculous happened. An alternate circuit developed, and subversive ideas began making their way into the brains of receptive creatives who did not buy into the DEI and CRT nonsense that was all based upon suspect scholarship and preposterous pedagogy. So, much to the chagrin of the ideologues, production began to flourish outside of the land of make-believe that had brought fame to so many over the previous century. Perhaps for the best, since their fame led to decadence beyond anyone's imagination. But that's a story for another once upon a time.